I got this nice little oil extraction pump, which was 12 volts and it was like this big, except it was new from the box. It made a click sound and then it stopped working. We've been hauling that thing around since the Algarve for oil changes, and so and because everybody I met was like, ah, that's such a wonderful thing, and if you see it at Lidl you have to buy it right away. So I saw it at Lidl and I bought it right away.
You were so happy.
Yeah, I was really happy, but it didn't work, so now
They're back. Nice.
we have a real oil extraction pump, which is pretty simple in operation. You have several hoses. That goes in the dipstick hole. That goes in there. Pump, 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 pump. Oil comes out. Save it in here. Throw it away in some oil retaining bin, and then put the new oil in, and you're done.
Yeah. And the nice thing about this one, it has smileys on it. I really don't know why. Why does it have smileys on it?
Because they screwed you on the price. And they're just like, ah.
It's so expensive. But you need it.
Yeah. Pretty
So
much.
yeah, but we got a new one, so we can do it. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
We got some cardboard as well. We need to make a template of our bow.
Yeah.
So we got this free cardboard. Yay!
Yay.
Yay! So yeah.
Because I'm going to make a bowsprit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a winter project. I'm gonna film it A to Z. But the goal is to one, get the anchor further off the bow, because our current bow roller is it's crap and it's actually making damages on our bow.
Yep.
And second, we might want to get a asymmetric spinnaker or a gennaker, so we can have some more sail up in an easy fashion. Now we have a regular spinnaker, and which is alright, but you don't do it that often, and it's very old, so it's hard to control it. And so it would be nice for us to get a gennaker with one of those strippers. So for two people and one of them not being super experienced, it should be a wonderful sail to use, because bass needs a lot of sail, and we've noticed. So we need something big to go along with our nice Genoa and mainsail, which is cut a little small so it can handle a big range of wind, but this range starts at 12-13 knots, and we hear other boats like that boat, oh, with 6 knots of wind we go 4.5 knots. Oh, with 6 knots of wind we go 0. So that's
Oops.
has to do with being overweight, has to do with the bottom being scruffy,
With the
but also has to do
propeller.
but also has to do with just the sail area to displacement, which on this boat is on the modest side. So this boat next to us, it's a big old race boat, which will have a very high sail area to displacement. So with heavy weather it's going to be very nervous, but with light weather it's going to go. Face is in the exact other other side
spectrum.
of the spectrum. So that's why we probably need a gennaker, because we just need some more sail. And it would be nice to fly it from a bowsprit. Makes things a lot easier, makes things a lot nicer. So yeah, that's the mission for the winter.
So, but now first, we're gonna try this thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna run the engine again for a bit.
Yay!
Okie dokie. So, I let the engine run for a bit. It feels nice and warm. There we go. Yeah. What you always want to do before an oil change is let the engine run for a bit, because the oil actually suspends all the little particles you want to get out. So all the tiny metal shavings, the dirt from the combustion, all this sort of stuff. And if you do it cold, you could, but then it all sinks to the bottom and you won't suck as much out, and the oil gets a little thinner once it gets hot, so it comes out quite a bit easier.
I'm sorry, cutscene, we found another leak in our engine. But we'll continue the changing of the oil now.
First the oil. Okay. Alright, so in the dipstick hole it goes. All the way down. Down, down, down. As far down as it goes. Huh. Goes really far down. Maybe we should make an extension. So, after some wrestling, we first thought the hose was not long enough. Turns out we probably inserted it so far it started curling back up, and then we thought it didn't do anything, so we tried from the back, and then I felt the hose hitting the bottom, and I was like, ah, that was it. So now we're extracting oil. It's not a fast thing, but it's a sure thing. I think we're up to 1.5 liters now, and then we should extract about 3 liters. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Okay, so we have extracted most of the oil that was in there, and now we have to change the oil filter, which is back there, and you need a special tool like this. So I'm gonna see if I can find a camera angle that you can see it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right, so the oil filter is now extracted. It's a big mess everywhere, but that's okay. We'll pick that up in a bit. And then we're gonna get the new filter. And what you want to do is put some fresh oil on the edge of it, on the little gasket. Oh, it's one of those special things, because why not? Alright, there we go. Put a little oil there on the gasket. There we go. And you don't need a tool to put it back. Just hand tight is more than enough. There we go. Some people like to fill their oil filter before putting it back. And this is great when your filter is upright. Ours is 90 degrees. So it would just make a really big mess, and it should be fine as long as the crankcase has oil. It should go everywhere. Okay, there we go. Okey dokey. And now we will refill the oil. Choke for you. The block needs 3 liters. So is there a thing here? 4 liters. So we should go down to 2. Fresh oil for you, my friend. Okay, so now we're gonna let it sit for a bit, and we're gonna check with the dipstick how far we are. Down. Just gonna wait. Well, we extracted all the oil. We had the engine running, but now we discovered a new issue. If you can see this is the water pump. So what this does is it sucks seawater in through the engine to cool it. And what happens is there's a little ring in there that can spin, but also keep engine or oil from flowing out. So this is the water side, that's the oil side, and probably in here a little ring has been worn out. What's weird is when you run the engine it doesn't leak, but when you stop the engine it does. So I'm guessing because of the rotation of the ring it will expand a bit and therefore seal it. and then when you stop it, it doesn't expand because there's no centrifugal force, and it stops. So yeah, it was leaking before, so we're just putting some towels down, making sure. But there is a surface set. These pumps, they're very universal. It's just a Johnson pump. So I'm just gonna try and get a Johnson F5B-9 service kit. What I'm gonna do first, we're gonna haul the boat out of the water, and we're gonna fill this whole boat with antifreeze. I'm gonna order the parts because also this exhaust elbow, it's also corroded. And we're gonna come back, put all the new parts in, and feel like champions. But for now it's oh, it's way past beer o'clock, so yeah, it's time for a beer, man. It's enough for today. We did a lot. I feel proud. We extracted a lot of oil, put in a lot of oil. We're doing good.